Hi everyone, trying out something new. A little bit of FaceTime. It's not going to be perfect, um, but it's here. So yeah, this is me. I just want to let you know this is Stacey. I have shown my face before on YouTube and other people's lives. And I will be showing my face at the beginning of my lives on the Vintage Hippie sales. So, yeah, I got to get used to having to at least spend a few minutes on here looking at a little camera, which I'm not used to doing a lot of. Um, well, just wanted to give it a try. Now I'm going to switch my camera around. Thank you. Okay, let's hope I get this right. Yay, okay. Happy hump day. How you doing, Teach? No, it's not my first time. Oh, yeah, first one in. Oh, okay. I was going to say, it's not my first time showing my face. I just got to get used to doing it for, oops, a few minutes. I already tell this is going to be enough. I have to switch things around. When you work with one thing, it's just funny. Hey, Evie. All right. Hi, whoever else joined us. How are you today? I gotta look through a bunch of goodies and find some stuff to make necklaces with. It's coming. Like I said, I had to try something new today. So I'm a little disorganized in my setup. Okay. 107. You lost me. 107. What's that license for? Let that before I get the question out of my mouth. That's it another time. Now whoever else join me. Hi, Barbara. What you doing, sis? Now looking through my stuff, trying to figure out a couple of different setups. Want to come up for a bit, or well, just let me know. Oh, hold on a minute. Yeah, it's fine. Anytime you want to come up, just tell me. I'll send you the link. We're good. Let me send it to you. Okay. No, which email, honey? Just give me the first part of it. Email yet? There you are. How you doing, sis?
Okay this morning. I'm low blood sugar.
Ooh, that's not a good thing. Yeah, I'm just looking through my pile of things and trying to figure out little setups so I could just breeze through, doing the jewelry. I always set up like the focal and for the earrings and the pendant, and then go from there. When I just grab whatever and create it. Sometimes I put in beads that I think, like I know I have, so I'll go find them because I know they'd be perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you not hear me?
Yeah. I was frozen a second. You look like you got something from KT Treasures. Listen, the other night when I won some, I'm going to share with you with some of that you may need to use.
Okay. That's cool. Because I'm like, oh.
Well,
dang it.
we had our auction last night. $185 sold. Not a lot but for only 8 people in the room, I think that was good.
I was gonna say you guys don't have a big group yet, so that's like cool.
Yeah, we only have 156 subscribers, I think.
Yeah, I'm saying you don't have a big.
Morning. No, I don't.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good.
Now, as long as everybody pays.
Well, I have one lady that didn't, and I had another lady that didn't, and I gave them until a certain day.
Hold
so
on
last night I put their stuff up.
Hi, not Mindy, but Michelle. You could have told me, girlfriend. The fix-it lady. Her autocorrect, when I asked her name, came up and said Mindy. So I've been calling her Mindy this whole time. And this morning on Johnny, she done calls me out because everybody else started calling her Mindy. Because I'd call her Mindy.
Yeah.
So she's on live on Johnny's and she said, oh, by the way, she explained what happened. And I'm like, yeah, could have told me. Calling her the wrong name this whole time. Mindy's apparently a good friend of hers, so she texts her quite a bit. So when she put the name in, Michelle, it auto-corrected to Mindy. Which is funny. Yeah, your husband's calling. Should I keep calling you Mindy? Her husband is even calling her Mindy because he hears her on here and I call her Mindy. That's so funny.
Well, if you were going to say something, my love.
If I want to, I could call you Mindy. But I'm going to call you Mindy everywhere, which means everybody's going to call you Mindy. Why did you feel like a goofball? All you had to do was say, oops, autocorrect. It's Michelle.
Well, I'm really backwards this morning. I'm doing some Get Swamped letter bracelets. And every time I put a bead on, I put it on backwards.
Oh, it'll straighten up in a bit. I'm sure once you get the rhythm going.
Yeah. Been making so many bracelets and stuff. My carpal tunnel is in my right hand. I have no feelings, so I have to just try to hit the hole and pray. And it's the little bitty beads. Yeah, we were cutting up last night and having some fun. I said, hey, nobody wants us going to Robbie's, and I'm $2, $3, and $5. I'm pretty cheap on my stuff. You get it to Robbie's and you want it, you know what you're going to be paying for it. And they were laughing. Yeah, we know.
What in the world is on here?
Hi, Fix-It Lady. How you doing?
That must be that is right there. Okay, so
Stacey, do you need a lot of different kind of beads, glass beads and stuff?
Honey, I'll take beads. I'll take pendants. I'll take.
Ooh. Okay. We have
multimedia things.
Right. We have a big bag of beads that were in that box from all those necklaces and stuff. Plus, I have a box with about... When we had our gift shop, I had them all in little bags. I used to order them like for $1,000 or something, cut them, count them out and hang them. And if you want to pay the shipping, I'll send it to you. All of it.
Well, yeah, I know you figure out whatever the cheap way it is to get it to me, so yeah.
Oh yeah, and I use card ship.
Well, it isn't always 100%, but whatever,
So I'm going to have him. What we do though, to keep it from getting too heavy, we shrink wrap it. Like you would meat, you know.
Oh, instead of putting packaging.
Well, no,
like
we put
all kinds of junk in it.
too. Yeah, but we take all the air out to make sure that we can get in a smaller box.
Awesome.
Doesn't make it any lighter, but it makes the box smaller to where.
Well, it compresses everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes it more stable so it doesn't shake around in the box.
Yeah, you don't have to put as much packing in it, and you can fit more in the box because you're taking out the air as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's a good
everybody's
idea.
liking it. So, and especially when they order things that are breakable, we'll put bubble wrap around it, shrink wrap it some, or you know,
That's a good idea.
No, I had gotten in. Wait a minute, W goes over there. I'm trying to keep my letters separated this morning. I'll get that together and get it from you, okay, Stacey? And send it. We're trying to get everything. Well, that's backwards. Where's my glasses? My coffee's done. Let me go get me some.
Okay. So, what are you two ladies down there doing, and whoever else is hiding in the background? I'm glad to see you went on Johnny's this morning, though. That was good. You know, somebody had this on a. Isn't this like a keychain? Or a window catcher or something? No, you did great. But would you wear this as a necklace?
Oh yeah.
You would?
I would. Oh yes,
It's,
ma'am.
It's like a sun catcher. It's got a little weight to it, but it's.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
it's
if you
not
hold
that
it in
huge.
the-
I mean, it's big, but it's not like.
You know what? Put all different kinds of black and red beads, whatever color that is, put some gold in between, and let them get smaller as they go up, and then put the rest of chain. That's what Mama and them used to wear. Woo.
It's only about 3 inches tall. It's not huge.
I had this bling thing, and it's a necklace. It says sexy in big letters, and it has a big old lipstick open on the bottom and with rhinestones, and they wore it as a necklace.
Yeah.
You gotta remember.
I try to do a little more understated stuff, but
yeah.
I don't mean understated. It's still pretty, but not big.
Yeah, and the more bling, I found that out.
Really?
I sold an elephant last night. It was about that big on the necklace.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it again. I think it's my dyslexia this morning acting up. SWAMPED. That's it. Okay. And yeah, if I put on my glasses, it seemed like it'd be okay.
Hi, Michelle. By the way, that's Mindy. Mindy is not Mindy. Mindy is another Michelle. You learned that this morning on Johnny. But in here, I'm going to call her Mindy.
Mindy, okay. You can call me whatever. Just don't call me late for supper.
No, I could call her Michelle. Oh, this is Barbara. Wolf Clan Barbara. Yeah. Are you able to drop your channel, Barbara?
Okay, let me get it.
Okay. All right, I'm going to take your guys' word on it on this birdie. Try it. Never know.
Well, I got 156 subscribers. I'm moving up.
Yeah.
Well, I had lost 7. Okay, where do I put it here?
It goes. Oh, if you put it in the private.
Private chat?
Can you see private chat?
Yeah. Okay.
Then I can swap it over to the other one.
Okay.
At least I should be able to. This will be my first time.
I used Restream the other night and it was working great. When we did the memorial, you know,
it works fine. And you get more stuff to put too.
I love it, you know, because I can do it right here on my computer. Now, when I'm doing my auctions, I can't. And over there, I tend to lose connection a little bit. They say you circling.
Let's see. Hi, Dawn. Yay, it worked.
Good morning, Dawn. No, Stacey, I found a lot of little tri-beads. Remember the little acrylic tri-beads?
Oh, yeah.
I found
Will I use tri-beads?
I'm making, it says get swamped in white, and I'm making the green tri-beads. I'll show you. Let's see, where did I put them?
I know what you're talking about. It has the 3 prongs on it.
Let me finish the bracelet and you'll see what they look like.
The ones that have the 3 points.
Yep. I used to
they don't make them anymore. Yeah, they used to make all kinds of stuff with those.
I found a
ornaments.
Bunch of them.
Wow.
I went to use the needle like you did this morning. Went to put the elastic in it, and I forgot I got the double flex elastic, and it's too thick.
Oh. Okay, Leon. That's Michelle Noel. I'm going through making up sets so I can do jewelry, setting up the focal and earrings. I want to do earrings. Working, you know, just pull whatever, make that. So what are you doing this morning? Darn this audio. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try this audio again. Pendants or pendants and what I would use for an earring and putting them in bags. And then once I make a bunch of these, then I pick I just pull it and create the piece. I cannot win for some reason. Okay. Hello. I hate this.
Nicole, it was nice meeting you.
I'm putting together stuff to put together stuff. Hey,
Stacey, do you know how to clean some of the old jewelry easily?
I use baby wipes, unscented baby wipes on a lot of this.
Okay, those that are a little bit harder to clean, you put a piece of aluminum foil in the bottom of a pot, put water in it, let it start boiling, then you take some baking soda, stir it in there, and then just lay your jewelry inside and let it.
Yeah, but what about adhesives and stuff?
It's not, because that's how you clean sterling silver. I don't know, now the beads and stuff, no, I take diaper wipe. I ordered the bottle of the soap from the hospital that you don't wash off, and I take it and I just keep rubbing it on and on and on. Look, these are, I haven't, it says, I want to make sure. See, get swamped with the little tri beads for the little girls and stuff.
SWAMP, yes, swamp.
Yeah, swamped. And this is like the fifth one, sixth one. No, I had 12 of them, so I have 4 letters left. So this is 8 since yesterday, and my hand is so numb between the nerves and everything. Then I want to show you. Let's see, where are they? I got things all over the place. I'm like, okay, we need to clean up. We get these containers from Outback that we get our spam already this morning. Let me make sure that's not nothing here.
Okay.
Hello. Okay. What? Sometimes they don't let me play with them. Those scammers. They make great to put different things in. So when I'm pouring epoxy, or I get like 2 yards of lace that has little daisies in it, and I cut them, I put them in each of the things.
Hey, John.
Pretty nice. My crystal came out. They have
Ooh.
black marble.
Hold on, let me make that bigger. Hold on. That's pretty. This thing's slow, so bear with me. It's the only thing it's a little slower than StreamYard and switching stuff. But it works.
Okay.
There you are.
See, it has some marbles in it.
Ooh,
It's got
cool.
blue and purple. What I do is Wolf cuts them. Now backs are flat. That's how the molds are. This is the ice cube mold, but the long stick. That's what I'm using. And I drill a hole in it, put the hook in it, and then I just hang it. And then I'm not so crazy about this one. The white didn't mix. Look.
Oh yeah.
That's the top.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the clear one. Now I cut these in half. Look.
Well, you know, the one that has the mixed whatever, can't you put something along the side of it? Like a lace or something just to
that is the side where the white one didn't want to mix.
That's what I'm saying. Can't you attach like a lace or something on it?
Oh yeah. I can put lace on it. I can actually
that would be pretty.
So I got all those. Then I had gotten in some pods from someone I bought from. Wasn't what I wanted, and they actually kept a few of them. I didn't get the whole thing in that I paid for. So they came in, and I said, wait a minute, this is different. This isn't what I ordered. So it was Pokemon. I said, oh, everybody loves Pokemon. So they were like 6-sided. I said, what can I do with these metal things? I've never dealt with Pokemon. I deal with Magic the Gathering a lot. And they had a hole in them. I said, I'm going to make me some key hooks. So that's what I did. And you know, I sold every one of them, plus the extra cardboard pods. Everything went last night. It was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
Oh yeah, now I do. And something we do with this heavier elastic, we kind of I put 3 knots in it, or 3 ties in it, and I pull it tight. Then Wolf will take it, put a thing of super glue, and put 2 of them really tight together, and hold it a few seconds, and then it's glued. The knot will never come out or break. And I didn't think these would be big enough, but they fit on my arm, and I have a big arm, and you can see the get swamps on it. So if I have a big arm, or anybody with a little arm, they can wear them. But boy, my right hand don't like
Hi, Jessica.
these work. Wait, I got too many pairs of glasses here. Well, thank you for the coffee stuff. My sugar's going up. I can feel it. In the 80s is just too low. And learn when I want something sweet, not to have chocolate or anything like that, a payday. It's got what a cup of coffee has, so I can eat it any time of the day or night. And I had him go get me some more. And it gives me the protein I need when my DNA changes. Yeah. Stacey, I know one time I seen a YouTube and I put in my favorite, but then my computer messed up. My Google messed up. It's where you use the cotton jewelry thread, and it has 2 or 4 strands coming down. You tape it or pin it at the top, and you do this knot. Then you put a bead and a jump ring on this one, or a bead on this one, a jump ring on that one. Then the next one is a bead and a jump ring, and you tie it or something. Do you know anyone that's done that? I'd love to try that. I used to do it by hand, but now they have it to where they have a video on it. And I was trying to find it again, and I don't remember what kind of bracelet it was called. I know Crafty makes the BBB bracelet, and I don't want to do anything she does. Nope, can't use the needle. It's just too big of an elastic, so I guess I have to keep using my hands. Hey Wolf, you know that thing of beads? Tori said she didn't want them. The one I did yesterday. Let's vacuum pack it and we'll send it to Stacey. Okay, let me show it to her. Now this is from those broken jewelry we had. All the beads going over, and then I'll.
All different colors and sizes and shapes of beads.
Look at here.
Ooh. Yeah. I see.
Okay, so you're gonna have to. You got my.
I don't care about sorting. I'm good with that.
Okay, but wait, I'm going to show you something else. Where's the other box with the glass piece, baby? Did you?
No idea.
I think they were in there.
Oh, I think yeah.
Or somewhere's in there. Now these are already divided. You just you may have 2 or 3 packs of one. You may have 4 packs of another. See, they're like, some of them are like this. Oops, there you go.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah. Okay. I make my crosses out of this. Remember the other day? But they're like that. You know, they're the glass beads like that, and some are solid and all. And I was making make the hearts with the chameleon glitter, not chameleon powder, or it could be chameleon flakes. This is what they look like.
Aww.
So I drew a hole in them. Wolf came in yesterday and he said, "Oh, here." He started in his pocket and he thinks he's got some more out there. But see, I put them on these black necklaces. And yesterday I said, "You know what? I'm gonna make some keychains." I made some keychains and sold almost every one of them last night. I think I did. No, I have 2 or 3 out of 15. See, these are like the aquas with the gold.
Ooh, pretty.
Like that. And then I have the purple marble. And you got about a third of a box. We'll go ahead and shrink wrap them and get them to you. And some of them you may get a bag that's mixed that I didn't have enough to.
I don't care about sorting.
I know you don't. But there's aqua and purples, and then there's some white with the gold. They're green and gold. I even have some lamp work. Remember what they used to call the lamp work beads? In there. They have 4 or 5 different colors. And my thing will, there you go. So he'll shrink wrap that for you.
Mindy Michelle subbed to you, honey.
Huh?
Mindy Michelle subbed to you.
No.
The Fix-It lady.
Hey Jessica, how you doing? Nice meeting you. Squirrel's magnet.
A goddess bracelet is what you were referring to? You know that term? Goddess bracelet? No.
While I'm on here, let me just check real quick on YouTube, see if I can find it without messing up anything. I thought I had put it in my favorites.
Well, I'm glad you stopped in, Dee. The one with the jump ring.
Yeah. I'm
She
looking
says
now.
she calls it a goddess bracelet.
It's not the one where. Nope, that's not it either. It's not the one like Crafty Songbird Carol does, because she opens up her jump rings. These you just slide them on. But I've got so many videos out that I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Pearl beads, that's not what. Now, one I used to do a lot is the serpentine
Hey,
bracelet.
Cheryl.
Oh, but that's not it either. No, nope, 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 nope. It's 2 rows of it is what it. Oh, here it is. It's the zigzag Swarovski pearl bracelet. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Let me see. Yeah, that's what it's called. The zigzag Swarovski pearl bracelet, but you can use any beads with it. I'm going to copy the link and I'll private message it to you. Okay, let's see, private message. So now I know where I can find it. It didn't do that, did it? It sure did. It didn't copy. My system here is old. I bought in 2014 and it's still going, but sometimes it wants to show me who's boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know it's around here. There's the one I had used. Gotta wait for my computer.
Oh, did you? Jessica, you can drop your link. Anybody could drop their link in here. I don't have a problem with that. Or ask somebody to drop it for you or whatever.
I don't mind in my room either. I let them drop links. A lot of people won't. Okay, there. Hi, Vintage Hippie. How you doing? Hey, Willow. Good morning.
You too, buddy.
I went ahead and bought me a lot of the jump rings in silver and gold to make some. 'Cause I have enough.
Hey, Deb. Shoot, I'm gonna have to save that.
That's what that means. £4 for both of them. Stacey, it's £4. So a bead.
You'll figure out the least expensive way to do it for me. Just send me an email, sweetie.
I don't know if I have your email address, Boo. Oh yeah, I should. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Deb? What you
Oh, we're
doing?
just gonna put it in a bag. Hi, Deb. Good morning. Okay, Stacey, can anyone tell? I used to call them the berry beads. What are these? You can see them. The big round ones, they were put together by layers and they got the little they look like berries.
They're put together by, hold on a minute. I gotta make it big.
They're
Hold on.
layers. They're layers and they're put together. And see, they're round. Let me see if I can take one out. I used to call them berry beads. I don't know what other people called them, but I got a whole lot of them and I'd like to make something with them, but I used to use them when I'd wire and make beaded baskets. Now, this was taped. I may have to. There we go. I like to tape them closed because I know the, and they're like a 20 millimeter. Wait.
Oh, is it a separate color? Like it's applied? The knobs are applied?
They're little bitty, looks like rhinestones around it, but it's all acrylic. See? They're a little flatter.
Oh, it's acrylic.
Yeah.
Because it's reminiscent of.
I don't remember what they used to call them. I have a lot of them. I used to use them on the bottom of the basket.
They are called berry beads.
Berry beads? Okay, I thought
that's what Willow says.
Yeah. Man, I have a whole bunch of them too in different colors. Yeah, that's like just the.
Those are pretty though.
And they call them the starburst and paddle wheel. I got a whole bunch of them too. That's the box I found the other day.
Yeah, I remember the paddle wheels. Or like it's like a peppermint candy kind of look to them.
It looks like a star.
Yeah.
Six-sided star. Yeah.
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 God, I haven't seen those in forever either. I used to make all kinds of stuff with that too. Wow. It's amazing just thinking about, because it's bringing back memories of different things, you know?
Yeah. I used to make the hurricane lamps out of them with all those. Yeah, it'd take me about a week to get it all wired up, but I was okay with it, you know. It's just something I liked to do, you know. And I used to make the there you go. Okay, I've got your zip code now. I can find out how much it's going to cost.
Yeah, just drop me an email.
Yeah. I got stuck with $36 charge from Pirate Ship. They said there was no apartment number. I said yes, there was, and yeah. But it showed up at her house with a new sticker on it with no apartment number on it. I'm like, oh no.
You yelled at him, right?
UPS is changing some rates on the 2nd.
It's gonna go higher.
1 to 3%. My God. Well, what's the measurement of the bag? It says
Carol.
Parcel Select Ground 855.
All right.
Okay. I'll send it, and when you get it, you can just I'll have a little note inside how much it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I can get a little discounted. Sometimes I can't.
I'll take care of you. I'll take care of it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. Yeah.
I'll be glad to get rid of it.
You're not in Florida, are you?
Hi, Crafty Sunbird. No.
I'm not a what?
Florida.
Yes, I'm in Florida.
Oh, where you at in Florida?
I'm in South Florida.
Oh, you're in South Florida. See, we're going to be up there by Bushnell and Ocala. I may wait the 2 weeks when we go on the 5th. We'll get there on the 7th. I may mail it from there. I could probably.
That's about whatever you want to do, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be cheaper.
No.
That's what I like to do. That's what we're doing with Kimberly. Excuse me.
Whose kitties go meow meow meow? That my kitty? I don't even know. What are you doing? Stop being a pain in my behind. Go away. What? Yeah, it is my kitty. It's my roommate's kitty. What?
I gotta find me something to do. And out of all
my
those
kitty.
parts I made for Robbie, made into necklaces, and then earrings and necklaces, and then I made him some keychains, made him some keychains. I still got a half a gallon bag of parts. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Hello? Excuse me.
Your kitty wants attention, Stacey. That's like Two Eyes last night. I was in the auction and he come right up to me and nudged my computer, so I had to show him and pet him. Hey, Willow, they call beads that back in the 90s it was like lamp work or cat eyes, and that you could. Now it's like Wazowski fired this, Wazowski fired that, and they give them all kinds of new names. Do you remember the little? I don't know if y'all knew the Native American little chief hat that they made out of beads and hung on the rearview mirror.
Yes.
I ordered for 100 of them.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I don't know if I want to fool with that. I got one started. I'm just because you know what? I'm allergic to feathers. And you have to, when we do a dream catcher or anything, we'll have to do the feathers on it.
Don't they have?
Huh?
Isn't there like fake feathers?
Yeah, but they're dyed. That makes them even worse.
Oh, it's an idea.
That's 4 millimeter.
Oh, the heck was I do? Oh, I know what I did.
See, like this necklace, it's a pretty necklace, but the pink is not into it. So I'm gonna mix up some hot water with a little bit of clove dye, and I'm gonna dip it and see if it'll take and let it dry in the sun, so I don't lose that. And see, I don't even know what these are. They're long little thin things. I've never seen them before, so they're in here. I said, well, maybe I can make something with them. It's like I'm kind of tired of all this. Oh, I did find something
Okay.
out.
Well, you know, Carol, you are welcome anytime to come up here and do all your little work. You don't have to be physically doing your crafting at that point. I do bead sorting and all kinds of junk when I'm on here. Thank you for stopping in, Jessica, honey.
Bye, Jessica. Stacey, look, see this? How they have it glued? It had been cut. The string of beads.
I don't know.
Okay, I learned a lesson. You take and cut this in half, and then super glue it together, and you got your necklace again without none of that string on any plastic bead.
Oh, I see what you're saying, where it's all glued together. Yeah.
Yeah, see where it's glued together? What you do is you cut this one in half and cut this one in half, and then you super glue it together.
Yeah.
And it looks like a whole bead, and then you have your whole necklace again.
Cool.
I'm glad a friend told me that, because I have a
I am
lot
too,
of
Deb.
them.
Well, you're welcome back anytime, honey. And you could come up here whenever I'm on live as well. Do whatever, paperwork or wood burning or whatever you're doing.
Oh, there's my magnets. Okay. Talk about gaudy. Look at this. That's worse than that bird thing you had.
But that would sell.
See, it wouldn't even go around my neck. I'd have to add a chain to it. And this was worse. This was 3 times worse than this. I put it in the baking soda. You know, I just dipped it and then I rinsed it in hot water. But that's heavy. Then I got a belt in that lot. I think I'm going to lay it out and just spray it with some more gold chrome. And it stretches. It's a big old long belt and it's all knotted up. I sold a belt last night. See, like, I don't know what they did with this one. See, they're all broke. So I'm going to have Wolf go ahead and cut them in half, and I'm going to super glue them together. Because that'll go around my head. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's the short one. 5. I got
Bracelet.
all that. Yeah, but the only thing is how you're going to get the bracelet together. Then this thing, heavy, gaudy. Look at that. Something like Tori would put on her purses. I sold her about 6 of them in different colors one day.
Unless you also collect dollar bills.
I'm collecting dollar bills right now, you know, but they have all this chain
and they
in the
can't
back
hear anything I am saying. Hold on.
So,
All they heard was the dollar bills.
yeah. Then I had gotten, I think this was a belt and it broke because it's in, see, it's a chain, but it's in 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces.
Here.
So I have to figure out on that too. That's just some of the stuff I got from KT Treasure. I don't know what to do with. Then I had ordered a beautiful set of bowls.
Hello.
Hello. I am having an extremely bad audio day, and as time goes on, it gets worse.
Okay. I haven't been on very long. Something else you can do, Barbara, on those those fused bead strands, poke wire into the hole where the thread is. You know, after you snip the thread, then when you glue it, it's got that reinforcement.
Oh. One of those little screw eyelets. You know, with glue and screw eyelet.
Well, if she's trying to fuse together, you wouldn't want an eye pin in there. But, you know, work with eye pins, you always end up with those little trim snippets. Those are perfect for reinforcing a fused bead glue.
That's a good idea too.
You know.
But I was saying, like the smaller one, like to make it into a bracelet. I guess you would be able to do, like I said, is use the little eyelets with the glue. Screw it in there, and then it becomes a bracelet. You just put the, you know, clasp.
Oh, I hate this camera.
Yeah, then you can use your jump rings and attach your clasp. Yeah. Personally, the fused beads like that, I use them for guard on my miniature trees.
Well, we had a crowd. So I totally went roboted.
I'm gonna make Robbie
Oh, and
some
Barbara,
things
those
out of heart like I did.
two beads that you held up, those white ones, pretty sure they were fiber optic, but not positive. You know, as best as I could see them through the baggies. Betting that's a spam text. Yep, that's a spam text.
There's a gold. You know what? I don't have no purple ones with. I think I'm gonna pour some purple ones. I mean blue ones. I'm out of blue. They went quickly.
It was supposed to be cooler today, but it already feels like it's starting
It's like 20.
to heat up. Looks like it's overcast. Well, we've been having mute, trying to check my weather, and the TV booted up. We've been having like miters from triple-digit temperatures yesterday, and apparently it's cooled down according to SIS today. But I'm gonna go look. Could have changed its mind too.
Hey, Wolf, baby. Last night in that box, see if there's any green keychain left. I'm gonna be missing one to make my gold plate. Let me see what color this is. Look, that's gold. I'm gonna be missing one to make 5 of these.
Excuse you. Come on, man.
Yeah, cool down.
Yeah,
Cool down
yeah,
today means
behind.
we're gonna be like 90. So
They want to be with you.
Go. Well, go ahead.
I don't know the
No,
name,
his
but it's
daddy
cool
came
down.
in, and now he's running over there to see his daddy. It's my roommate's kid, but I take care of him a bit.
Are
So,
all your furries
it's like my
walking through your work?
kid.
Yeah, all my kids got fur. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
So it's like I'm Aunt Stacey, you know.
I'm there as your mommy.
Mm-hmm.
You're that furless mommy that provides food.
Mm-hmm.
When fur mommy, aka mom, stopped doing that, you became mom. And mom became just, you know, a fellow kitty sibling kind of thing.
What in the heck kind of thing is this thing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like cloudy today, but yeah, the high today is 90. I don't know how much of a cool down 90 is. But...
Shell.
Okay, that makes mine. And then
we got storms again tonight.
I can put these back in the bag. Yeah. Instead of
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Or shell.
I don't have to use as
I can't tell, honey. It's too small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could go either way. Could be more shell. I can't make it out.
Kind of shaped more like bone. It has a little weight to it, but not like super weight.
Who knows? They just could have decided to make a pendant out of a knuckle.
I mean, because you see how it's the way that it looks more like bone.
Mm-hmm. I can't make that out. It's too small. But I mean, you know, the lip on a shell is kind of novelly, kind of like a knuckle in the mirror. So, personally, to me, it looks like somebody skinned a testicle. But what do I know?
Oh yeah, that gives me confidence to use that. Sure. That'll ever not being used pile now. I don't need those jokes.
Well, J.E., you're no fun. I call it like it is. Oh, now there's the cool down. Yeah, today the high is 90. Tomorrow the high is 58. The day that I'm supposed to go have a procedure, and all the rest of my bones aren't going to be happy about it, because a 40 temperature drop, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's not going to be easy. That's why my pain it's feeling that pushing in.
Look, tape it and put
all the slabs in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the keychains, and tape it up and put Robbie on it. Trying to pack everything that goes with us to go to Florida on the 5th. We're leaving.
Yeah, but you just in some stuff, you're just going down to still survey.
What do you live in Florida in the winter? Are you snowbirds or?
No, I
she's
live
looking
in
to move
Lake
down.
Louisiana. I'm going from one hurricane state to another. Can you imagine?
No.
We're trying to move
because I live in
there.
Kansas.
Yeah.
The closest to hurricane state I've been to I did visit Perdido, Bama, which is right on the Gulf, and was there for a whole week. But yeah, that was back in the late 80s.
We're only about 30 minutes from the Gulf, but between here and the Gulf is all marshland.
Yeah.
Anything hit
They were about 10 or 15 minutes from the Gulf, and it was all pine forest. You know, the harvested pine forest stuff.
Yeah.
You know, where they grow the pine trees for lumber. Yeah, that's pretty much all I remember. I mean, like I said, it was late 80s that I was there. So, very long time ago. I was like barely.
Now.
I was like, 17. That fall, I would have been 18 when we moved. Me and my used-to-be husband moved to Tennessee, and we went to Alabama for a week prior for a family reunion. Spent a week with these folks, and then rode back to Tennessee with one of his brothers. And everything but the 2 suitcases we flew into Alabama with was already in Tennessee because we had shipped it ahead.
Yeah.
Which wasn't a whole lot because, you know, newlyweds, not, you know, didn't have a whole lot of money.
I'm always prepared for something. This year I'm not. It's just been one thing after another. Well, since 2019. It's been bad. The hurricanes have been hitting, and 2005, 2008, and 220 and 221 between the COVID and the hurricanes and the floods.
We're prepared.
Yeah, we're prepared.
Yeah, I hear you.
We have a little extra food. Not as much as I would really want, but with everything that's been going down, and I don't go too much grocery shopping. I don't go hardly anywhere except for the doctors and or the hospital. Now I did go to
I
Robert's.
don't either. My sis does the supply runs on the weekends.
My immune system is too low.
Yep, ditto. Yep, I've pretty much become a hermit.
Yep.
Well, I've had both vaccines. I've had boosters. I've had the flu vaccine. You know, everything I need to help keep me well. And I know some people says, oh, it's just this and that. I saw 2 of my high school friends and my family die of COVID. I am not taking a chance. It's not COVID. When you have to be put on ventilators and stuff like that, and yeah, it's COVID.
I could get a cold and end up on a ventilator, so. Which, you know, I get my flu shots, but I couldn't get the vaccines. I'm not a candidate for them because of an anaphylactic reaction I had to another vaccine. So.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It's like I've got a niece that lives in Houston area, and she's allergic to corn. And so she won't take any kind of vaccine because she's afraid she doesn't know what's in it.
Well, Robbie's allergic to corn. That's why he hadn't gotten one either.
Well, I mean,
You know, different people has different tastes, you know. And we don't put down anybody that don't. Now, since my cancer surgery, we go somewhere that says you have to wear a mask and people slide them without them. I asked them, please, for my sake, will you wear a mask? And they said, oh, nobody's ever said please to me. I said, well, I've had cancer surgery in my sinuses and I don't want to have any more up there. It's pretty bad. And they said, oh, really? I said, they took everything out of the left sinus passage. You know, 9 times out of 10, they'll put on a mask for me. But you ask nicely, you know. I said, even if it's cold, you know.
So much as you ask somebody to put a mask on, they'll just laugh at you.
My mask is not enough to protect me, the doctor said. So Wolf went and got us some masks with filters, and he said, those are good to help you breathe since you have trouble breathing. But
yeah,
I will let you know this.
Yeah.
Darn it, where's the other one?
That's my problem with the masks, but I wear it anyways. It would be nice if I could get them, but my insurance thinks that I qualify, but I have to have a doctor's note. I can't get a freaking doctor to sign off because they're anal retentive too much here.
Kidding. I've gotten everything
one of them
I've
says,
asked
oh,
for.
well, you have to have an oxygen sat of 88 or below when you're acting. And the next doctor says, oh, you have to have that when you're sedate. And the next doctor says, well, we need you to work so that we can get that number. So I start walking to get that number, but then because of my pain levels from walking, my blood pressure, they pull me and sit me down and try to plug me in because, because of pain. Once my pain subsides, because I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have a bad heart. I get them checked because I did have that in history, in my family history. So. But no, they're fine.
Hey, my love. Be careful.
But my blood pressure will spike from pain from walking, and they want me to walk. They want me to do a brisk walk. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck here.
It's just like when I had to
can't
do
afford to buy one myself.
stuff on my heart. It's like they put me on the stupid treadmill, and I'm like, well, either we're going to speed this up and get this over fast, or way in hell, I'm going to be able to walk as long as you want me to walk to get that heart rate up.
No, here they do the chemical stress test on me. They don't do the
that's what they do on me.
Because
they made me get on a
patella in my
treadmill.
Knee. That took me off of having to do a treadmill. So.
No matter what, it feels funny. Even with the medicine they put in,
Oh yeah, you feel weird for a minute or two, yeah.
Well, you're
put that juice
AFib in your heart all over the place.
Yeah, subsides fast enough. But yeah, I've had stress tests, I've had sonograms, I've had, it's all been checked. I get checked annually because of my history and my family. Both of my parents died of cardiovascular disease.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Cardiopulmonary disease. Hey, Jeffrey. How you doing, hon?
Good morning, Jeffrey. Well, it's still morning on the East Coast. I don't know where you're at.
It's 10.
I do know even when they
Central Time.
Okay, even when they inject me with the stuff, it takes me 2 or 3 days to recoup.
Nope, I'm good when I walk out the door. But, I don't know. All got wonky medical stuff.
Yeah. Now,
I think anybody's medical fits these pigeonholes that they seem to have created that we're supposed to fit into. But, yeah, ours is definitely, doesn't even fit the block of the peg holes they're trying to poke us in, let alone the peg holes.
Now, they gave me some exercises that's like walking. I can do them in my chair or my bed. What I do is I lay flat on my bed, which is a soft bed with a small pillow in my stomach area. And then I lift my legs up, like my feet to the air, and I do 10 this way, then 10 on the left, 10 on the right, then I do 10 together. Then I take a 3-minute break, and then I do 20 the next time, 20, and then 20. And they say that is about a half-mile walking. And if I'm in my chair, I have to bring my feet up, straighten my feet up, and then I have to lift this way and pull with my knees, lift this way, then pull back with my knees.
Honey, I'm glad you could do all that.
Oh, listen, no, I got to take a pain pill to do it. Oh, it's hard. But they say you need a good...
I do what stretches I can. I've got T-stretches. They're not those, but I've done those types of stretches for a long time.
Yeah. You know what?
So,
with the spine, it's limited me more on
you
what
said you had a good time, Jeffrey, on your trip?
Oh, you mean a time change?
No, he went on a trip and also spent time with family and stuff.
Oh.
That he just got back from.
Pretty much all the family I know here is here or nearby, aside from my nieces and nephews that are in Florida. and I've only met one of them, the middle girl. I think I met the oldest girl when she was little, but I haven't seen her in adulthood or met her in adulthood. But the middle one I have, the youngest, the boy, I haven't never met him. I chat with him on Facebook on occasion and phone, but never met him in person.
Well, last night I cried and cried and cried. I almost cried myself to sleep. My son finally came. I'm not telling Wolf, but my son finally came and gave me a little visit and told me, look, we don't want you in our, you're not high class enough to be in our family. You're disabled. I said, son, you're disabled too. You're on disability. Yeah, but mine's a different kind of disability. I said, what about your leg? You know. So he says, we just think you're not material enough to be with us. I said, you know what? Be a Christian like you were raised. I'm an agnostic now. I said, I don't care what you are. You're my son. You can at least let me see my great grandbaby once. He says, I told everybody that's been sneaking you baby to stop, or we're going to not post anything else. I said, boy, you're being a hard. He said, I heard you disown me. I said, what a restraining order against me when I did nothing. You better believe I disowned you. So I'm not getting none of your money. I said, I figured that's what you were here for, the money.
Mm-hmm.
And that hurt. So she's my last living child. So I told him, he said, I heard you're moving to Florida. I said, you heard right. Everything can be transferred and everything. Well, how much am I getting? I said, son, I told you, I disowned you because you put a restraining order on me when I did nothing, and it was your ex-wife, and I even proved it. And he said, but I'm your son. I said, the last 2.5 years, you haven't treated me like a son. You're not my son. And I could have lied and seen my grandkid, my great-grandson, but I'm not going to lie just for that. The good Lord's going to fix it where I can, Creator will fix it where I'll be able to see my great-grandbaby one day. Might not be here on earth, but no, I did cry last night. Well, said, you okay? I said, oh, it's my sinuses.
Well, that'd be rough for sure. And hopefully he'll come around. If he don't, his kids will. Be right back, girls.
I'm tender-hearted anyhow, and it ticks me off.
Yeah.
My parents raised me, you love everybody equally. Yeah, you may have favorites, but you still love them equally, no matter what. And I know my mom and daddy really mad. Their spirit's really mad. And for what he's done to me. They both passed, and if he wouldn't be doing that, he'd still be kissing Yin Yang to get his love over here. Stacey, I need to go do a few things. So
All
I'll
right,
talk
honey.
to y'all later. Willow, you too, okay? I gotta go soak my hand in some hot and cold water. This carpal tunnel and frozen nerves are getting to me.
All right.
So
Well, I
y'all
thanks
have
for
a
coming
blessed
up.
day. Yeah, and
You too.
I'll get those through either before or after we leave. We're leaving on the 5th. So I'd rather get them to you so I don't have to bring so much. So I'll get with you as soon as I
Whatever way you
find out
want to
what
do
to
it,
say.
honey, I'm good.
Okay, love y'all all. Have a blessed day.
You
Bye-bye.
too. Oh, you silly boy. Come here. Oh, you got it? Now you'll turn around. There you go. You silly boy. Lay down. Lay down. I'm doing okay, Jeffrey. Yeah. The old saying, you know, every day above ground's a good day. Can't complain too much.
I'm back. Where'd Barbara go?
Oh, she had to take care of some things. So.
Oh, all right.
Ah, killing me. I was asked to describe my stuff I'm using, like the stones or whatever, but I don't know what some of this stuff, whether it's ceramic or glass or, I mean, acrylic's pretty obvious. I don't know. And mixed media just don't answer it, apparently.
Yeah, I hear you. I used to be that way a long time ago, but I couldn't identify anything anymore. Just been playing in beats for so long that
Yeah, because I don't look at my materials in that way. I look at
not
color
everybody
and
does.
shape.
Not everybody does, and there's nothing wrong with that, except for you're selling now, and people want answers to questions like that. Either you have them or you don't, though. You know, either they see it for the beauty of that it is, or they don't.
Yeah, but I do things like, if you have any questions, ask me, whatever. And it's like not good enough. I know, I gotta stop thinking that everybody has an art mind. Sometimes it slips my mind that they don't.
Well, in the YouTube world of jewelry, the descriptions and identifying the beads and all that kind of stuff. You can't hold it in your hand. You're buying it online. You're looking at various grades of camera and what have you, and people ask a lot more questions, you know, because they can't hold it in their hand.
Yeah, I know.
But
It's just a
like I said, either you have that information or you don't, and they take it for the beauty that it is, that they can see. Voice.
yeah, but people. Well, I guess description on eBay or something like that. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, basically, if it's via camera or via photographs, people are gonna have, you know, questions on description and stuff.
You know, that makes me have to sit there and take each piece and write down, okay, this is this material, that material, this material.
Don't let it get to
Honestly,
you.
I don't think about materials, you know. Like I
Exactly.
said, even when I'm buying,
If they
I'm
don't
not
have those
thinking about-
answers, you know, they can buy accordingly. If you do have beads that you need help identifying, just take a picture of them and shoot it to me on Facebook. I'll help. Or email, whichever.
Mhm. I mean, because even in my, like, I got this big old bag of black beads. Flat, there's acrylic, there's I'm assuming like a ceramic where it's white inside and glazed over the top.
Well, there's also opaque black glass beads, and the mold release that they use on the steel rods that they make them on leaves a whitish to grayish residue in the middle, just like a ceramic.
So, hence,
Just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The beads. You like the way it looks. That's what you're buying, the overall look. Well, I know some people go for feel, some people like stones or whatever if it's cold or whatever, but it's just frustrating. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
So.
Well, there's more and more on here too, though. So people expect that of everybody. It's like a precedent that's been set, and either you know or you don't. Simple as that. You know. You can tell them it's heavy. You can tell them it's light.
I mean, if I can answer, if you see something that appeals to you, I'll be more than happy to go.
Yeah.
But I don't want to sit there.
Yeah, you don't want to do the whole spiel on every piece that you hang up and display. And that's your choice. Take it or leave it, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Nora.
You had fun, Jeffrey. That's all that matters. Yeah, you might be stiff today and stuff, but, you know, you'll get over it. It'll pass in a day or two, and you'll still have the memories of the journey to enjoy long after.
So what's your...
Nora's probably been busy keeping track. I know she's, like stocks and crypto, whatever they call that. Watches that stuff a lot and stuff, and she's probably been keeping watch on that because I think they're getting ready to tank. Mind you, I don't watch that stuff really, but just from what I've seen, that's wafted through where on the stuff I do look at, yeah, I don't think they're far from tanking. I don't think anything's far from tanking at this point. Real estate, stocks, all that. And later today, we'll be getting the new info on how everything's doing each month. God, I can't find verbiage today. My brain is just, on how the economy's doing and everything. And this is the last month for the 3 months that they use to determine what your COLA raise is going to be. That's also the information. There's also information in that soup they use to decide whether or not they're going to raise interest rates again this month. And I think if they raise them again, that there's a lot of things that's going to tank. Because, people can't afford it. Anything that's got a variable rate, it's going to go up again. People are trying to keep food in the fridge and the roof over their head, and let's raise interest rates on everybody too. Why not? Really?
Yeah.
There ought to be a better balance where there doesn't have to be these drastic forced economic recessions.
Like these bigger ones are acrylic, but on the other these things are glass. I'm just
Yeah, when in doubt, clack it between your teeth. Does it feel like glass? Does it feel like ceramic? Does it, stone, pearl, whatever? That's what I've always done. Of course, I would wash them first, but
yeah.
Yeah. Especially right now.
Yeah. Always wiping your hands down and cleaning all the things. Yeah.
Pretty much any bead that enters my house at this point is going to get a bath. Pretty much anything that enters my house at this point is going to get a bath. So, like yesterday, I spent hours. If you take a break to wash a bunch of poker chips, which is part of the reason why my pain levels are like they are today. But hey, it needed to be done. I do a lot of that.
Okay. Glass. Is it glass with an AB coating or is it crystal? I don't know.
Them whether they're glass or acrylic and they have an AB finish, it is a coating. Unless it's pure crystal. And you can tell after a while if it's a coating or if it's innate in the material. For one thing, crystal has sharper edges even than glass. And, the the rainbow effect is deeper and not surface. You know, in its appearance, in its reflection and refraction.
Camilla gets away with, I don't know.
I've done this for so long. I just know anymore. I don't really have to think about it too hard. Every once in a great while, one of them might stump me. And usually when they do, if they're weighty and they're stumping me, it's because they're epoxy or resin or, you know, something, you know, a new material. But the classic stuff, yeah, I don't have to think twice about it. I've just handled beads for decades and decades. So I've got a container of rhinestones that I need to go through with a loop. Been trying to get a, you know, like a microscope. I haven't lucked out on one that I can afford yet. They do pop up in the auctions on occasion, but one of these days I'll nab me one of those old vintage ones that they used to use for like science and stuff like that, and I will be able to get that, and that will help me as well, viewing and identifying the rhinestones as to whether they're crystal or whatever, because I don't have a tester. And, you know, the ones that have the potential of being the real thing, I can put in a jar by themselves, and when I can eventually get a tester, I can test them. But the rest of them, then I can just use them in my crafts and not be concerned that, you know, I'm gluing diamonds to things that, you know.
Yep.
But, you know, you can only tell so much in a jeweler's loop. You need a microscope. So that's what I'm trying to acquire. Doesn't have to be a fancy one, it just needs to be a decent one. And usually the ones that they had back in the day had a better quality. So, you know, the vintage ones in the neat little old case and stuff like that usually would do the trick. You know, even the
well, yeah, because back in the day there was a lot less manufacturers of the lenses. You know, now it's like a lot different. So you can get a Zen or
the vintage kitty ones have higher quality than the kitty ones today. So, you know, the vintage kitty ones.
Glass lenses, they're not plastic lenses, or poly lenses.
Yeah, just all that crap. And the vintage ones were made with quality. So you get a high grade out of an old one than you do a new one. And for a lot less, bigger price tag. That's what I'm looking to grab. But nowadays, people are paying such crazy prices at so many auctions that, yeah. I mean, when they pay more than retail and think they got a good deal, okay, you know. I mean, even as a buyer, I comp. And, you know, I'm buying it at auction. It needs to be less than retail. You know, it's yard sale goods type stuff, you know. You ain't going to pay retail at a yard sale. Why would you pay retail at an auction? Nothing really that I look for are collector or anything. So, yeah, it needs to be, you know, like half retail price at most. Otherwise, I will just wait till I can get back out in yard sales and buy it for a quarter, you know? for $1, you know. I'm frugal. And I'm also, you know, common sense. I'm not paying more than retail at a freaking auction. Secondhand anyways. They're known package that's coming from an auction. It needs to be less. Some people have gotten pretty moody. I mean, you ask them a question, you're like, how long is a chain? You know, and they don't want to even answer that. I'm like, well, I ain't buying it out. You know, did you kind of forget that, you know, we're having to go on trust here, and we have to ask questions because we can't hold it in our hand and measure it ourselves. So we have to ask you to do it. And if you're not going to do it, then, you know, I'm not going to bid. You know, sorry, people. Really? You know, it's just all about pumping out the goods as fast as possible instead of, you know, a customer experience. And, you know, answering the customer's questions so they know whether or not, you know, it's something they do want to bid on. You know, if you ain't going to answer the questions, then I ain't bidding. Because then I don't know what I'm bidding on. And, you know, it isn't like I can just randomly buy all this stuff that I don't need or isn't going to work for me. You know, I need to know whether or not it's going to suit my needs. So, yeah, if the questions aren't answered, not bidding. You ain't getting my money. Yeah, it's just gotten crazy out there. And it's a testament to the desperation that people are in at this point. And, you know, it's like, really? What's even crazier to me is, yeah, there's usually a bunch out there that, oh, they don't care about the answers to any questions like that. You know, they're just going to bid on it. To me, that's addiction. And, you know, got a problem. And they ain't going to be a customer for much longer either because they're going to tank out on their finances and not be able to buy. And you're still going to have the customers there that want the questions answered and will bid accordingly if they are. And they're going to get a wake-up call, you know. But they don't care. Call in the minute, you know, as long as you spend your money on them, you know, they don't care. I don't know.
Yeah. I see that all the time. And sometimes it's like people bid on things sometimes and the person's trying to explain what the thing is. And if they're selling with somebody, they're like, oh, don't worry about finishing that sentence.
Yeah, sold.
Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes popularity, people get into the moment of the latest popular person. And they just want to buy something. And this is also an addiction thing. They just want to buy something from that person, you know.
Yeah.
Because they want to feel that connection, you know. It's not just the product addiction.
It's stuff. It has no sentimental value to the person selling it. You know, they just rewired it as sellable goods, you know. And yeah, there's no connection. I don't get that. I don't get the whole connection thing. If it's an artisan piece, and you absolutely love it, that's one thing. But yeah, them goods, no. It's just stuff to them. It's going to be stuff to you. And there's no connection. You know? Yeah. It's gotten out there. People are... I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
Either.
You know? But yeah, if it doesn't suit my needs, I ain't gonna buy it. So if they want to buy it, that's on them. But yeah, they ain't gonna be buying for long because they're gonna tank out their finances. I just don't get it. When the sellers just flat out become rude about it, you know, we don't want to answer your questions. We'll just sell it to
the person who's not asking any questions.
Whoever the nitwit is in that auction that is willing to pay well over retail and just bid, aka addiction buying. You know, yeah, they like those people. No, you shouldn't like those people if you have any humanity in your heart whatsoever. information out there that everybody can bid. You know, yeah, auctions that have become that way. Yeah, not going there. 'Cause, yeah. So yeah, I haven't been buying a lot. In part because of budget, but also in part because too many people are getting like that, and yeah, I'm not buying from them. Sorry. I want to know what I'm getting. I want to know measurements. You know, I want to know size. I want to know. You know, I need to know those things. It's not like I can figure it out myself because I have the goods in my hand. You know, this is online selling and online buying, so you know, you got to put that information out there.
And I understand questions. Well, my thing is the whole description of every single item all the time that you're putting out. It's like, to me, I don't think it's a waste of time. That's not the way to say it. To me, it takes up more time than necessary. I'd rather have that time spent on if somebody actually has an interest in a piece and wants to say, hey, what materials is that made of? You know?
Yeah. And I'm not talking about your artisan stuff. You know, I'm talking just general goods and the way people have gotten.
No, I mean even in general goods. I'd rather answer questions to somebody who's genuinely interested in it than wasting everybody's time talking about, you know, I'm just going to use this example. I'm not trying to point anybody out who sells these products. A little Pokemon doll or whatever, explaining, you know, background color and everything else on the darn thing. Or whatever, you know, oh, well, this has, and then the tail is really dark blue, but the tip of the ears are black, and this is the, you know, like, okay. Size, okay, I guess. Whether it's newer or used, you know, or, you know, sourced somewhere else, I guess. It packaging, if it's a product that's new in package, but there's damage to the package, I guess that's a collector's thing. But some of the descriptions get so, it's like the opposite. Some of them get so lengthy, it's like, really move on to the next piece. No one, or they don't allow you to bid on it until they're done with these lengthy descriptions.
I don't have a problem with that because I like getting description before I bid. And if people start bidding before the description is done, you know, but yeah, there is a balance with describing too, and some people get a little too detailed, you know, especially for something that there's a lot of detail to, you know. It's a balance, and yeah, it's all over the place. I mean, it always kind of is anyways, from channel to channel. That's just individuality. You just find the ones that work best for you, but as of late, I've been finding less and less of them that work best for me. Even some of them that I've been coming to for years have gotten a little crazy, and yeah, I'm not going. But that's just me. You know, everybody's going to do their own thing. And, you know, it's just finding what works best for you, you know, as a seller or a buyer. It's just right now there's a bit more imbalance going on. And I think a large part of it is due to desperation. People are trying to pump out sales because, you know, they need the resources. And others are, you know, making poor decisions in what they buy. There's more, you know, addiction going on. And I think that's testament to the mental health state of the nation because of, you know, the current state of things.
Everything, right.
You know, but I'm not doing that, so. Everybody's gonna find their own thing. But just finding it frustrating than not as of late. So I just haven't done a lot of sales. I used to hang out in sales more. Yeah, I don't do that either. Because
I've
they
noticed.
just become frustrating, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And
I noticed you haven't been around as much.
I don't need the frustration. And I don't know if that's just me and my own personal patience or what, but you know.
I don't know. I'd be curious. Anybody who watches this back or whatever, put their opinion in there. So,
You must be away from your mic because I can barely hear you.
is that better?
A little bit.
I'm saying, like, if anybody, that watches this wants to drop an opinion, that'd be great. I'd just be curious to see what people think about when they're looking at sales, what type of information they really want. Do they prefer buy it now? Do they prefer shipping including prices? Do they prefer more detailed description, less detailed description? Just what they look for. I'd be just curious.
I don't know. I kind of chalk it up to if you go to a store or you go to a sale, physical, not internet, but a physical sale, you're going to pick up that item, you're going to look at it, estimate its measure. You might even have a measuring tape in your purse, pull it out, and measure it, whether or not it's going to fit for what you want to use it for. That kind of stuff. You have to depend on for those answers in the cyber world, on online sales. And, I'm always going to ask questions. And if people don't want to answer those questions, then, so be it. I ain't buying it because I don't have the answers to the questions that I need to determine whether or not the item is going to be suitable for me. So, but yeah, I don't know, when you go to a store, you pick up an item and is it the right color for, your color scheme or whatever you're doing or have in your home or whatever, or, is it going to fit where you want to put it or, for what you want to use it for or whatever, depending on the item, and, those questions go through your mind when you're looking at it, reading the packaging, et cetera, et cetera. But God forbid that you should ask questions of those same basic things that go through your mind when you pick up an item in a store. Ask those questions in an online auction. I have a problem with that.
Yeah, I get that. Like I said, I'm not against
10 of them before I find the right one.
Right. I'm not opposed to questions. I'd rather a person ask me.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying in auctions, it's gotten really bad about, not being able to get an answer to a question. It's like they've forgotten that concept. And, I'm holding it up here to you. You ought to know what size it is. You ought to be able to tell, blah, 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 and just buy it. No.
No.
Sorry. Scales can be deceptive. Items can be deceptive on screen. And ask questions. A lot of times the print, even if they're holding up a package, the print is, there's not enough contrast, or they don't hold it still long enough for my eyes to focus, or a camera to focus. You can't read it. So you ask questions. It's like, well, I just held this up. It's all on there. And it's like, no, you didn't hold it up so that I could actually read it. You know? Or
Yeah.
if it's not enough contrast, I see it, you know. Well, you know. So yeah, they don't want to answer that either. And it's like, well, not buying them because don't know. I don't know. It's just getting crazier and crazier, and you know, I've been doing everything I can to avoid crazy
Well,
during all of this.
that's gonna,
you know.
I think that situation is gonna eventually, it's gonna burn out
Yep.
as people actually, you know.
It's going to burn out, or the sellers are going to burn out because, you know, they're selling constantly, and and they're going to just suddenly quit selling. And if, you know, they have other people depending on them that they've brought to their channel and stuff like that, then it's going to put them in a position, you know. Yeah, you don't want to burn out. You got to maintain that balance no matter how desperate you are, or it's not going to sustain. You know, if you're that desperate, then you need to. People seem to have huge piles of stuff they need to list, but they just never get around to listing. Well, think about it. You know,
You
gotta
get
balance it
obtaining
out
too
and
much.
get that stuff
Right.
listed.
No, also
So
means
maybe not
you're
do quite as many
sourcing too much.
sales. Yeah, maybe not do quite as many sales, and you know, discipline yourself to have a certain number of hours in each day or each week to list and get those things put up there.
I love the people that then they turn around and do like challenges. Oh, list 50 in a day, or whatever. All these challenges that come up. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't get too excited about the challenges. I've done one challenge in all the years that I've been doing this, and that was the Mr. Jim's gemstone creation thing. And yeah, that's the only challenge of any way, shape, or form that I have done, and probably the only type that I would do. And you know, 1, maybe 2 a year grand total, because yeah, even if this procedure they're doing on my spine improves things, I'm not going to be online as much because I'll be working on this house. You know, so still, even if I'm feeling better, I'm still not going to have a lot of time here for a while to do much of anything. And even then, I've got a lot of other things that I want to do instead of, you know, doing all these challenges. I've got my own challenges that I want to do, things that I want to accomplish. As soon as my craft room's set up, then yeah, I'm going to be doing other things. But that probably won't happen until, you know, a big part of the house is done. So I mean, not everything, but there's a good bit of stuff that needs to be done before I can set up the craft room. So, because there's stuff being stored in my craft room right now that needs to be put elsewhere, and to be put elsewhere, that room needs to be done. So. Hey Dan, how you doing?
Hi, Dan.
Yeah, getting this house done.
Well, I hope I don't offend
That's-
anybody. It isn't my intention at all to do that.
No, me neither. It's my personal, you know, opinions and stuff. Everybody has a right to them. But no, for me, getting this house done, that's going to be huge for my mental health. No, I don't like clutter. And I've been living in this cluttered chaos of a half remodeled house for 3.5 years. And not being able to do hardly anything to it. So yeah, getting my house done is going to be huge for my mental health. Put me in a better place. And getting my pain levels to a more tolerable level so that I can do that is also huge towards my mental health, because then I can be productive. If I'm not productive, I don't do well. I need to be productive. So yeah, right now productivity is going to be getting this house. And once it's all done and I have my craft room back, and then my productivity is going to be in creating, because a lot of my creating is for the house. Things that I want to make for the house, for hearth and home. So that's where my directions are going to be going. Which means, I'm not going to be doing tons of modding. I'm not going to be doing tons of online shopping or hanging out. I'm going to be, more focused. I mean, some stuff, yeah, I can do hanging out, but some stuff can't, just power tools and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think anybody wants to watch a crippled up, flabby old bat put up a partition wall, and all the noises and sounds and all that goes with it. It'd be pretty
You'd be
boring.
surprised.
Well, still ain't gonna happen. Because, doing this stuff, I need to be able to focus, to make sure I do it right. And I'm afraid if I hung out and did it and got chatting and distracted and stuff like that, that I'd screw up more stuff. Like I can't afford to screw up cutting up lumber and stuff like that.
Right.
So yeah, you can see before, you can see after, but the during, yeah, doubtful. Yeah, my mind has to be busy. If busy with directive, then just busy on the scramble. And yeah, not a good thing. My mind is always busy. I have one of those minds. I'm very analytical. I'm very logistical. I'm very, plan things out and think things through. Now, mind you, I always leave room for change up and that kind of stuff. I'm not that anal retentive, but, like a partition wall, even if it's a half partition wall, I'm going to plan it out. I'm going to sketch it out. Have a lumber list and, all the other materials that I would need to do so. Then I would check my stash and make sure to see if I got everything. If not, then go get what I need from the list, which would be another list of what I do need to go get. And, I'm that person. I'm not going to be, partition wall, let me just start ripping stuff up, and then, I don't have any 2x4s. So you run to the lumberyard and you get 2x4s. Well, you get those and you get them cut and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I forgot to get sheetrock. So then I'll have to go lumberyard again for sheetrock. No, that's not me. I'm not making 10 trips to put up a half partition wall. It's like 4 foot long. No. I will have what I need. Exactly, Dan, a list of lists. Actually, it's usually a sketch with a list and then post-it notes attached to it, which is like the list of lumber that I need, or da-da-da, I use, you remember the desk mat, graph paper?
Mm-hmm.
You used to be able to get to put on your desk. Yeah, I get those. Pick them up anytime I can, like at yard sales. So I've got like a dozen of them right now that I can use. Because, they usually end up sitting on a desk or are planned to be put on a desk, and it never happens. And around here, you get them at yard sales pretty regular. Why am I going to pay $20 for one at the office supply when I can get one for, 50 cents at a yard sale? So it's got to stand in the corner. Who cares? If you can still see the graph paper, the little grid on the graph, I'm good. Coffee stain or no. So it don't even have to be perfect, As long as it's got workable space, I'm good. And as long as it wasn't anything, like funk that got poured on it, like blood on it or something. Coffee cups feel like I can handle. Biologics, not so much. But, yeah. But, Yeah, I use those to
I think my
draft
cleaning
out.
process came out a little wrong earlier. I just happened to think about what I said. I use the baby wipes initially when I'm sorting through stuff and whatever. But I wash my pieces after the fact. And put them in new bags and all that. Yeah. It just sounded, I just thought about that. I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't sound right.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I'm just, you know, it works better for me if I sketch it out, do my measurements, blah, blah, and sort out exactly what I'm going to do to put up that little partition wall. So that if I need to modify it, say there's a AC vent, like where I want to put a partition wall, I have an AC vent on the floor right there. So, you know, I will need to do a directional to redirect that so that it's not, you know, lost airflow and stuff like that, you know, which means, you know, box tube so that the air can still flow. You know, you got to redirect it and do it in a safe way, you know, so that it would meet code, blah, blah, blah. But, yes, I do know codes. You know, I sort out my materials list, I sort out what materials I have, what materials I need to pick up, blah, 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 you know.
Yeah, well,
When I
my back
go in to do the
deck
project,
area, I designed them from paper first.
Yeah,
I've drafted decks,
figured out
build them. I've drafted dry cut
everything,
grids, build them.
everything, every screw, every strap, every whatever I needed to use on the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drew up my plan, my material list.
Yeah. See what you have, see what you don't, make the what you don't.
Then I had to go to get it approved at the city. And I think I forgot to, like, you do so much when you do that kind of thing. You know, when you do it the right way. I think I forgot like one screw size or something like that.
Yeah.
In one area where I was using like 2 of these screws, and I forgot to write down the measurement of the screw. And that's what they kicked it back to me for. And I went, hold on. Okay, I need this and that. Boom. Went back in and got approved. I was like, hey, what do you know?
Yeah.
I'm an architect and didn't even know it. But it's a matter of taking the time.
I mean, this being a mobile home and, you know, the partition walls float anyways, you know, put in after the floor is laid and everything. Don't need a permit for that. You know, I know what is structure support and what isn't and all that, because it's pretty basic for a mobile home.
Yeah, I live in a mobile home too. So.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, I have a double wide, so pretty much anything that's on the double wide connect up is support. After that, you know, any other partitions in each side, they're all floating. The only thing you have to take into consideration is, you know, like vent drains or anything like that that's in the wall, you know. But my AC vents and heat vents are all on the floor, and all of that stuff is either in 2 particular walls on a bathroom, and I have no notion of those being moved anyway, so I don't have to worry about any of that. What I'm wanting to do is actually add a couple of partition walls. One's going to be a half and one's going to be a 3/4, and basically an office out of my dining room. And there's one vent in the floor to deal with, and it's by the short partition wall, and I will just direct it out through the partition wall, and done and done.
Yeah, mine's set up the same way, and I'm a single wide, but I've been on the floor too.
Yeah. Well, this has the vaulted ceilings and all that, so I don't even have, except in the 2 back bedrooms and my bathroom, drop ceilings. Everything else is vaulted, so, and I have no intention of doing anything to those areas. Where I'm wanting to do is in the dining room where there's vaulted, and I'll have to remove my hang down china cabinet thing that's at the end of the counter. And then replace or lob off the one side of my countertop. So, and it's a hangover anyways with a pseudo bar thing that a previous owner put in, which is nothing but a 2x4. So I'm just gonna take that back out, and it's attached to the paneling, basically, of a section of the counter. So pop the screws out on the back side, and that'll come down and done and done. Pretty simple. It's nothing major. Trust me, I've done far more complicated.
Oh yeah, so done some job for did construction and helped build buildings, so ground up. So yeah.
I don't know. I just want to get it done. But yeah, I'm not doing full wall. I'm doing the half and then the 3/4 to allow for the proper airflow so that it doesn't affect the conduit of heat and air, you know. I just have to adjust the directional flow of one vent, and that's it. Now, when I take out the patio door and clamp wall and put in a door, you know, yeah, they might want a permit for that, but probably not even that.
They might want to
Because
put in for the door.
Yeah, they don't really do much in the way of that stuff here on the homes. So chances are I could probably do it and they wouldn't give a flip. But of course I'll check into it before I do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it all myself anyways. I'm gonna have to have part of it done, so. But yeah, the patio door doesn't work anymore anyway, so. Hey, Josie.
Hi, Josie.
But yeah, basically I'm gonna take the patio door out and then on the one end, put in a door of where the patio door used to. And then just close in the rest and lay it and sheetrock on the inside and so forth. You know, put in the frame and all that. Frame out for the door, and then I'll buy a combo door to put in on that end. So it'll just all go in one piece. I mean, I've replaced the door on here, on the front door. Because when we bought the place, the front door was about, I don't know, 16, 18 inches shy on the bottom. You know, Cocker Spaniel could walk in, the door, Cocker Spaniel could walk into your house. Really? And they lived like that. It was kind of nuts. And they put this great big heavy solid door on. They put this great big heavy solid door on a mobile home. Way too heavy for the framework and didn't add support to the framework. Yeah.
Hi, Nicole.
Basically, I think they bought that because they could cut it off to fit, because these are short doors. They're called, you know, stumpy doors, as we call them in the trade. And they didn't know how to shorten a hollow core door or, you know, a steel clad door or anything like that. So they just bought a solid wood door and proceeded to lob off the bottom. AT&T.
That would be
Yeah,
Nicole.
I think they bought that just because they didn't know how to modify any other kind of door. And the store wasn't here for the front door, but the storm door was still here for the east door. And the east door had been replaced and done right. So I modified and repaired the screen door and reinstalled it. They didn't know how to do that, apparently. Hey, pretty small blanket
Hi,
here.
Ella.
A lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah, you just need a throw.
Yeah, more like a hot pad. Wash rag, hot pad. But yeah, these doors are good for now. So, but yeah, I want to get that patio door out and put a regular door in because too leaky, too drafty. There ain't no deck back there right now. Anyways, the one that was here, the back was broke on because it wasn't made like it should have been, and they didn't know what they were doing there either. And so I took it apart. And I still got the lumber that was salvageable, but yeah, the rest of it, yeah, it went to the dump. There was no recycling that. It was treated wood. You couldn't really burn it or burn wood anyway. But if it's treated, I'm not putting it out for free lumber or free, not lumber, fire either. So.
So what's everybody doing?
Yeah, what's everybody up to today? On this really hot hump day here. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, like 7 degrees. The high today is still 9 here. The high tomorrow is 58. Yeah, my bones are gonna like that change up. And tomorrow I go have that procedure number 2 done. So could be a good thing it is cool, because yeah, steroid might be sweating my keister off again. Sweat my keister off and sucking core water to keep my electrolytes up. Yep, Josie's eating breakfast. I haven't got her yet. I had a PB&J because I needed to put some on my stomach so I could take my pills. Wasn't up to doing much else right now, so PB&J it was. But I'll have to have something more substantial in the next couple hours or my body will be protesting. AKA protein. I just need to put protein in me. Peanut butter's good in a pinch, but it doesn't work for the long haul for me and my grumpy bones. Well, that sip of water went down the hole.
You know, careful.
It happens. Oh, no, I can't do that much roughage for breakfast TMT. Takes a while for my stomach to fire up for the day.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm doing stuff. I'm just happen to be doing it behind the scenes for the moment. Can't really move it up there.
Okay, I think I'm in a better place now. All that coughing knocked mucus loose, so I had to take care of that too.
Yeah. Mr. Clear Field probably feel more cleared up. Oh, yeah.
It's not going to fully clear here until I can get all the meds down. The meds that help control mucus production. Because my body makes an excess of mucus for some reason. It always has.
Crud. Okay, came up yet with that one.
Personally, I think it's tied to the 2 forms of staph that I carry copiously in my system due to my skin condition. And it's my body trying to keep it flushed out, kind of thing. I think why it does that. But I have to take medications to control it, because otherwise, yeah.
Now that we got some more folks back in. Okay.
Well, thanks for stopping in, TNT. Have a good day.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, meds are down, so that ought to get things settled down a bit. Yeah, I have to get through my system, and I have to let it settle a bit before I can start the several rounds to get all the pills down. Well, I can't take them all at once, or they back up when they start dissolving in my esophagus. So I take some, let them move down the pipes. Take some more, let them move down the pipes. It's quite the process for my morning everything. Then there's a breathing treatment. And there's 3 rounds of eye drops. And just, all this stuff. Go through it all again before bed. People wonder why, well, you should be able to come on and log 10 minutes after you wake up. No, more like 2 hours. Then there's the assessment within, whether or not I'm up to it. That's why I don't mod on the regular for anybody. Because there's a lot of times that, yeah, ain't gonna happen. If I can't, you know, ensure that I can be defendable, I'm not committing to something like that. That's why I usually end up doing more like rescue modding. Somebody's having a bad day, needs a hand. If I'm up to it, you know, I'll put in the chat. If you need some help, I'll come on help. If I'm not up to it, I don't. Because I know I'm not going to be an ass, I'm going to end up being a hindrance, and I don't want to do that to people. So. They're already having a poop emoji show of a day, you know, they don't need to have me come in and add to it, you know, that's not helping. Look at that pile of pink.
No, actually, it's just reds.
Yeah. See what I mean? That's why people ask colors, what
Pinks.
colors are, because it shows different. On my side, it looked fuchsia.
Mm-hmm.
That's why people ask what color things are, because, you know, every camera shows it different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now that you held pink up to it and pulled it away, they look more red, but they still have a fuchsia kind of bent to them. It's just the color that's coming through on the camera. It's like something can be blue and it'll come across black because, you know, it's like a navy blue and comes across black. Or greens come across blue, or blue comes across as green, or, you know. It happens. Well, you must have a much more accurate camera than mine then, because, yeah, red's often crossed as a fuchsia or an orange on my screen. It is what it is. I don't usually ask too much on red or on fuchsia, because I really don't buy either unless they're like blend to something else, because I don't use too much of either of the colors. I'm not a red person or red family. Just not my cup. I don't mind a little bit of red here, but it's going to be, you know, more of a jewel tone red. You don't hardly ever see me using, you know, like candy apple or Christmas reds. Just not my cup. And for pinks, I prefer pastel pink over fuchsia. I wore a crap ton of fuchsia in the 80s when I was a teen.
Pastel pinks.
And kind of got fuchsia'd out. I don't mean a tiny bit here or there every once in a great while. But otherwise, yeah, I just don't use much.
Yeah, they're red.
Okay, I'm back. Sis had a question. Or like 2 or 3, but she just woke up. She's eating the furries right now. Her answer is yes, and she's on the table by your chair because that's where she's been going. Did you, sis? I'm gonna mute again for a second because I need to holler louder.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back again.
Welcome back.
Oh, now we're in the yellows. She's probably done, forgot, moved on. She's a kitten. They have the attention span of a gnat. Actually, I think a gnat tenacious than a kitten sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my old thing is we want to get up on the wood pile that's here in the living room, and then we want to get up to the highest point of it, which is like 8 inches from the ceiling, the vaulted part of the ceiling. So he got up there and we had to do a late night rescue. And then the next day he turned around and did it again, and we just were like, yeah, let him figure it out. He figured it out, but he hasn't gotten up there since because he had to figure it out, and he's like, this is scary. So hopefully we're past that, but I ain't holding my breath. You know, because 2 days from now,
No, we're not holding
adventure and go do it again. He's a kitten.
Mm.
Well, I'll be glad when I can get all that wood used up and no longer have a wood pile in my living room. Because I have like full sheets of plywood leaning up against my wall and then all this other little stuff in front of it. You know, it's a good, I'd say, 2.5 foot thick thing of all this wood leaning up against my living room wall. Because that was the highest place that there was enough bare space to put full boards of plywood and sheetrock. So that's kind of just where it ended up. Did I plan on it being this long? No, not even close. It's been there at least twice as long as I know it being there. So I mean, some of it's already prepped wood for like placing skirting board and stuff like that. You know, it's already been painted and it's ready to go up. But yeah, I haven't been able to do it because it's spine blue. So, at least I know I don't have to do the prep work on the first round when I go to finishing that project. Which won't be until next spring. Because by the time this is ready to go, it's going to be work in the house fall and winter, other than a few little things outside this fall. And then just work on the house over the winter, and then I can start working on outdoor projects next spring. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, those
Do
will
what
be
you can when you
projects
can.
for my brother to work on.
Yeah.
Oops, that went well.
Happens. Oh, it happens.
Yeah. Get you a little bucket or one of those jumbo coffee mugs to have there on your table that you can plop that down into to hold it upright.
Never thought about it.
Frees a hand. Yeah, like the 4x6 bags, 5x7 bags, that's what I use. I have a big old coffee mug and I stand them up in that. Or you know, one of those little crafty buckets or just whatever you got that'll stand as a zip bag like that to keep it finished. Even like the sandwich bags and stuff, I use a coffee mug like if I'm pouring grease into it to put it in the trash. I stand it up and then fold it over the lip and then pour the grease in, and then I can zip it back shut. And because I don't put grease down my drain, I always put it in a baggie and put it in the garbage. Because I don't want it just loose and willy-nilly in my garbage either. So I save zipper bags just for grease storage. Except for bacon grease. Bacon grease goes in a container in the fridge and it's reused and mixed with an oil, liquid oil of some kind so that it can't coagulate again. AK, not clog your arteries. Mouse came streaking out of my bedroom, toy in mouth, and jumped up on a bunch of stuff that's to the side of the wood pile. It's big plastic totes full of plastic totes, and then jumped off of those, off clear over on the other side, and then took off to the back of the house.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, God forbid they should just run straight through. No, we have to climb a mountain along the way just for the hell of it. Kittens, they're crazy.
Yep. Well, they're learning. They're learning all their boundaries or what they can kind of get on. You know, all that.
Yeah, I know.
Everything. Oh, I know you know. I'm saying. For those out there who may not know. It's like a baby when they're crawling, and that's why you got to put baby-proof things so they don't get into things and stick things in sockets and all that kind of stuff. So
another little trick: take a funnel. Cut the funnel part off up to the point that can process the largest bead that you might have. And you can drop that funnel into the rim of your baggie and pour those beads in and give you a larger pore space. And
Yeah,
you don't do that.
but
Picking so much. I'm OCD about that kind of thing. Can you tell?
yeah, just a little. That's all right.
Just saying. I think a big part on for me is I have nails, and when you have nails, you don't go up to callus on the ends of your fingers that you normally would if you didn't have nails. So scooping up handfuls of beads like that can actually get painful if you're doing it repeatedly, like, you know, when you're sorting and picking, finding what you need for projects. And because it'll start tearing the tissue away from your nail base.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I come up with all those little jigs and stuff to avoid that. And those are the things that I've found that work well for me.
Sorry, squirreling here.
You're fine.
I'm squirreling.
Squirrel. Hey, when you're doing crafty stuff, you do a lot of swirling. You know, nothing wrong with it. It's the end result that matters, no matter how your journey is in getting there. Because everybody's journey is different. The way they process to put together stuff is different. You know, picking colors and picking beads and picking whatever for whatever you do. Pick colors, it don't matter, whatever. You know, paper scrap, fabric scraps, it don't matter. Everybody's got their own process. And, you know, when you're doing that kind of thing, you can't do anything but you. If you do anybody else, you ain't gonna get where you need to go. Then you're really squirreling. And not the productive kind of squirreling. Because that squirrel's gonna turn around and send you going in the opposite direction you wanna go. You know, it's like when they run out in front of a car. Keep going to get out of where the cars are. No, they stop and go, ooh, and then they turn around and go back the other way underneath the car. Duh. Like I said, run back the other way. It's unproductive. So you keep going forward in whatever means works best for you. Probably nobody just got what I said, but it made total sense to me.
No, it makes sense. Oh.
See, if I had bags of beads like that, even though you have them color coordinated, I'd have to sort them. And each type of bead, each size of bead would all have their own little baggie.
It's starting to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Time goes on here.
Yeah, and
there's
that
so
first
many
organize
different
that you have
types.
to do to change your storage way by doing that is brutal because, yeah, you get to sorting to the point to where, you know, it's like, oh my god, I cannot pick up another bead.
Yeah, because you're like, okay, this is the same size, but really not the same exact color. These are hair lighter than that. It must have been produced in a different batch or just, you know, whatever. And now you gotta separate those and yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why all my beads are sorted like that and have been for a very, 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 very long time.
Mine haven't really been as
like
obviously.
Early 90s is when I really started accruing a lot more variety of beads. And yeah, I immediately did that. I tried color batches in tray pockets. Yeah, I'm not picking beads out of tray pockets. No,
No, it's a
so
pain. Yeah, it's gonna eventually lead to that where I'm just gonna be sick of doing what I'm doing right now. And that's kind of where it's got to get to. And I'll
Yeah.
change it.
Yep. If the picking burnout arrives, then you'll be like, yeah, gotta rethink this.
Oh, green.
What is that you're using for a tray? Is that natural
It's
cardboard
just a
color or
cardboard cover or something.
like the lid off of something?
Hmm. Yeah, natural.
Best,
Yeah, natural color.
best thing that I found as little sorting dishes like that are those top, those covers that you put over like your burners on your stove from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Those, paint them white. Whatever color they are, paint them white. Because white gives you the contrast to be able to pick out those different shades. And yeah, I've got a set of those that I've used for years, the little round ones.
I'm talking about.
Yeah. And yeah, I've used those for sorting trays for years. They're awesome. And, back in the day, they were sold in 4-packs. You get too large, too small. So you got 2 different sizes to work with, and you've got more than one. So, I've been known to have all 4 of them laid out on the table. Curves and bowls and all kinds of other stuff, sorting through stuff. The reason why I need a very big craft table to work at, because, yeah. I mean, I've had so many bowls going that I've used those trays just to put the bowls in to be able to slide around on the table, pull this one towards me, put that one back. Because I had so many, I couldn't reach with my short little arms, to plunk something in that bowl, in that back row, 3 or 4 rows back, to be able to reach it. So yeah, that's when I did the craft circuit, I had 3 sets of those stovetop covers. Now I just have my 1 set, but I used to have 3 sets. I'd have them all out on the table, and every one of them would be full of dessert bowls. My reds, my pinks, that would all be in one of them, and then, 1 for greens, 1 for, usually 2 for blues, 2 for greens, and each one of them full of these little dessert cup bowls that I had gotten on a Dollar Days bin rack thing from back in the day. That was the best system that I had for the masses that I was working with. Yep. When I, yeah, pretty much like that. Yep. All the beads that I was going through when I worked the craft circuit. And worked perfectly. And sort and choose and blah, blah, blah. But, when you get to the point where you have so many beads that, yeah, picking through is you'd need a stovetop cover the size of stovetop, just one, pour out and be able to see all of your reds or see all of your blues. Then, yeah, time to bag them. They didn't make trays enough for me to just dump out and pick through it. Nope, I started bagging. Then I have a drawer unit. Only my acrylics are in a drawer unit. And then each drawer is color of bagged beads.
I'll be back shortly.
Yeah. All of my other stuff all in trays. Because the glass beads, yeah, the drawers wouldn't hold the weight. Same with the stone beads, That's why I did the acrylics, because they're lightweight. And they could, this roll around drawer thing that I've got could handle weight. So I have those big old Plano trays. And and they're all bagged and put in there, with the exception of some of the stone stuff, like my cabochons. You know, unless it's like a painted one or, you know, some type of special material where it needs to be protected in a baggie. They're just loose in the tray there. Unless it's like the little tiny cabs, and I have multiples of little tiny cabs, then those are bagged. But you know, the big cabs, yeah, they're just loose in the tray pockets. But there's not a whole lot that I have that's loose in tray pockets. It's mostly bags. And my trays are starting to get so full, I think I'm going to do containers for the one-offs, you know, the little individual, and take them out of the baggies and put them in containers by material. Like, this is all stone ones, this is all the acrylic, this is all the ceramic, this is all the, you know, glass, whatever, that are individual, just one-off beads. Because I'm starting to get so many one-offs that they're taking up too much room in the trays, where the trays would work better, you know, containing the baggies of multiple beads. The one-offs, I'll just put them in bowls or containers and have them sitting on top of the counter thing that, or this shelving unit thing that I bought, that all my trays go in. It was some kind of handmade shoe shelf thing that somebody had built, but it's built sturdy enough that it can handle the weight of all of my trays of beads. So that's what I bought it for. Was bead tray storage. And it works pretty good. My findings don't fit. That's just beads. The findings are in different storage solutions because, yeah, they wouldn't fit in that rack. That rack is stuffed. And it doesn't contain my wood beads either, or shell, because there wasn't room. It's just stone, glass, seed beads. Is that storage thing that I bought. And then Plano trays, I buy those off season at online fishing supply, because they're way cheaper through fishing supply than they are craft. I buy them off season, like a month before they're going to get their big order in for the season, and I get winter prices for summer goods. And yeah, I pay like a third of the price that you would in the craft department any given day. Like the great big 17-inch long, 4-inch deep Plano trays, the big ones. Yeah, they're like 15-ish, 15 to 18, I would say, in the craft department. Off season through fishing supply websites, I pay like $6. You have to wait a month for them, you know, to get their big order in so that they can fulfill your order. But you just tell them you're good for it, you're willing to wait, and you get them for winter prices. So I always save up in my bulk anytime I've got to buy like that. Because, yeah, why would I pay $18 for something that I can get for $6? And it don't matter with that, whether you buy a case or whether you buy just one or two, you get winter prices. You just have to wait for them to get their order in when they're stocking in the spring for fishing season. You have to order like a month ahead so that they have time when they're putting their order together to put the item on their order, especially if you're buying a case, so that you don't short them for the season. And, you know, just tell them you're willing to wait. You know, you're just putting it in early enough so that it can go on their order, and they will gladly give you winter price if you're willing to wait on that purchase. And yeah. You know, they still make a little on them, and it's just a really good setup, so that's what I do. And I get them way cheaper. And I think the fishing supply ones are actually made with a better quality plastic than the craft department ones. The craft department ones seem to have a slightly inferior quality of plastic. You know, they don't figure you're going to put as much weight in them as somebody would that's slim them down with fishing tackle, so wrong. Get glass or stone beads in that puppy, and it's heavy. I mean, who cares what color the little snap locks on them are? You know, they don't have to be craft department pretty little blues or whatever. I don't care if they're clear or yellow or, you know, poop brown for all I care. As long as they do the trick, I'm good. Because I've got some of those trays that I've had for ever. I've gradually had to start replacing some of my original ones because they didn't have the hinged snap lock. They had the plastic molded, and the plastic's starting to break down there, and the little lock things are coming off. They're busting off. So I've been gradually replacing those with the hinged ones as I'm able, and I have them snap lock because that way if I drop it, I don't have a gazillion bags of beads busting open and everything going everywhere. It's a freaking nightmare. No. That, or if the kitties knock a tray off or something, it's not, you know, it's gonna stay locked shut.
I'm back.
Welcome back. I was just nattering about storage trays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. You take your phone out with.
Yep, I tried to make sure I don't miss anyone coming in. Say hi and chat.
I haven't seen anybody come in unless they're lurking. I don't have YouTube open to see the number go up and down or
No.
anything.
Looks like it might be just Dan, unless you're still in there. Oh yeah, you said you don't have it, so it's probably Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, I think people are listening while they're working other things. Josie's probably working on sorting and organizing and getting ready for a Saturday sale.
Just watching a video but doesn't have a chat open, you don't see it.
Yeah.
But does that still count as a view?
I would imagine so. Because they start to views the minute you upload, and oftentimes the chat isn't uploaded until 12 to 24 hours after the from a live. The chat comes later. And people are still getting views day one of upload,
Yeah.
so I don't think it matters whether the chat's there or not on replay. you know, because the video upload immediately or, you know, shortly after, the chat doesn't come up for 12 to 24 hours later. But the views are coming in right away, so yeah, I don't think that matters. I think some people just wait to watch a replay until the chat is up because they want to see the full interaction.
Right.
You know, otherwise, you know, you're watching a live and people are randomly commenting to this or that or the other. You don't know fully what they're talking about because the chat's
Right.
not up.
I've done that.
Yeah.
Just trying to get somebody, you know, that missed the live or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I do it just to give them the watch time. No chat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Dan Sylvie's just using the odd power tool. What's so odd about it? Power tools are normal in my world. I got a crap ton of them. Yep, this chick has power tools. Get over it.
Mm-hmm. What is this chick?
This chick has power tools and knows how to use them.
Because power tools, vehicle tools, automotive tools, specialty tools, yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah, I wasn't talking about those tools. I was talking about like reciprocating saws and drills and those kinds of things. Dremel tools, oscillating saws, and sanders, and all the fun stuff. Yep, all that, routers and silver saws.
That's one thing I don't have is a router.
Yeah, I got a router. It's my dad's old one, but I still got a router. I have a rotozip, which is really good for, you know, like punching into sheetrock and not having to pre-drill, because it punches when it goes in.
Right.
You know, it drills in when it goes in. You don't have to pre-drill, you know, like you would with a jigsaw. Yeah. Which is pretty awesome, which is basically a miniature router in a sense. I mean, it's straight cuts, but, you know, you can also get bits for other applications, more like routing. Been a while since I used it. A router bit might even fit in it. I don't remember. I'd have to look. But I got one anyways. It's there if I need it. Yeah, I had to replace Dad's circular saw because I had to buy a left-handed circular saw. He was a righty. And yeah, not real keen on getting a face full of sawdust when I'm trying to watch where my blade's going. And there's usually like one or two tool companies that will produce a left-handed circular saw every couple of years, sometimes even longer. So trying to find one can be interesting, and especially trying to find one that is affordable. When I had to buy one, it was moved here, and I lucked out, and Makita had put one out the year before, and there was new ones still available, and I got one for like $50 shipped, new, in package. For Makita, yeah, that was a hell of a price. I was a happy girl.
Mm-hmm.
I like Makita. I like Makita. I like old school Ryobi. Apparently the new stuff isn't as good as it used to be.
No.
Seems like DeWalt is the brand, the go-to brand nowadays for hobby grade and industrial grade, you know, but it seems to be the most affordable, or it was. I don't know. I haven't bought anything for a few years. It could be right now they're higher price. The only Black & Decker I have is some old school Black & Decker from back in the day when they were still decent, you know, like, you know, 80s, early 90s. pretty much after that, they went to China and tanked their quality. So what little bit of Black & Decker that I have is old school. That's still kicking. But I won't buy new Black & Decker. Sorry, people. Yeah, Black & Decker, the project wrecker, because, yeah, they'll crap out on you before you get done. So don't go there. I mean, Ryobi, I guess, isn't as good as it used to be, but it's still pretty good for hobby grade. Industrial, I don't think they hold up, but for hobby grade, I think they're good. I got a Ryobi sander recently, like last, I don't know, it was earlier this year or last part of last year. I had to replace my orbital sander because it died. The old one, which was Dad's old one, died. I think it was Dad's old one, or maybe my old one, I can't remember. We both had them, and I don't remember who's crapped out first. But anyways, the old one died, and I had to get a new one, and I got a Ryobi because it was one of the few that was in my price range that had a dust bag. With COP, dust bag is a good thing.
Yes.
But it works well, so, and I'm hobby, so it's hobby, if hobby grade, if it works good, hobby grade, then I'm good. Now, 5 years ago, even hobby grade probably would have survived me because I was doing a crap ton of stuff, but I can't work on that level anymore, so. But yeah, it finally died, and I mean, I think that was an 80s model orbital sander that we had used a lot because we did a lot of woodwork, so Dad and me both, so it got used a good bit. I would say more than hobby grade. And it held out for a long time. I mean, 80s. Yeah.
Well, everything else is about.
Well, I mean, it survived a good 40 years. 40 years for a power tool's pretty good longevity.
Leaving it together all the time, doing, there's all kinds of things. Things last longer. Well, but they should last.
I always do my shop, do my research before I buy, finding, the best rating for the price range, and then go from there. But I haven't had to buy a ton of power tools here because, I had a lot and inherited a lot. I've just been basically replacing when they crap out. I'm still using Dad's old Black & Decker jigsaw, and it's still running just fine. I've got a hand drill. I can't remember what brand it is, but I'm thinking by the color, it's probably Black & Decker.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's from probably early to mid 80s. It's just now starting to kind of make some sounds like it's probably gonna burn out here, but I don't use it that often. I mostly use my cordless. I only use it when I need to really bear down on something, which I can't really do a whole lot anymore. So I can't have it against my abdomen and don't have the shoulder power since my shoulders are shredded. I need to really get busy with something, having to really drill, like a piece of steel or something like that. But yeah, the chances of that here are pretty small. Last time I had to do that was a piece of strip steel that I was actually embedding to repair that screen door that had crapped out, had gotten blown off at some point and was up under the deck when we moved here 8 years ago. I added a piece of strip steel, riveted that, drilled it and riveted that to the jamb where it had been blown out, and then, or not the jamb, but would have been the door jamb on the door, not the frame. And had to drill through the riveting of that and where I was going to drill. yeah, that's the last time I had to drill steel was when I put that screen door back up. And I used strip steels. That's what I had in hand. I happened to have. Dad had a bunch of strip steel, and yeah, I hung on to it because you never know when that's going to come in handy. And the prices for that stuff, especially today. I mean, it was bad enough then, but today, yeah. But that's just what I had, so that's what I used. And but it also meant, you know, having to drill steel. Would I prefer to go strip aluminum? Yeah, but
That'd be a match both
steel.
thing. I got some goodies.
Well, strip aluminum
Multi-color.
to fit, it would have been too thin. It wouldn't have held up. Oh yeah, I've got some of those. Yeah, the multicolor pens. Yeah, I've got several kinds of those. They come in handy. Little space, need a lot of colors. You know, I color code everything, so yeah, I'm that OCD. I color code a lot of stuff. But the strip steel was thin enough, but yet strong to do the repair like I needed to do. Saved me having to buy a new door. Strip steel, a few rivets. Yeah, way cheaper, especially when I already had it all. Oh, that's cute. Queen Kitty, the Empress.
Yeah, I think you mean. Then I got. Oh, let's see.
You just randomly look for magnets, or
Pretty bag of candy. And then I got a mystery bag that I won.
and this is from who?
Debbie and Max both listing.
Oh, I thought that van butt into that van lane there looked familiar. Oh, that's adorable.
Screen phone. For duckies.
That's pretty cute stuff. Are those wax candy things?
Mm-hmm.
Wax, and they got like juice or something in them.
Yeah.
Old school candy.
Another pen. Halloween pen.
Oh, cool. Which is finger.
Yep. Neat little thing. And I got a butter.
All kinds of fun goodies.
Brain, trying to think of this is not the channel name.
Yeah, I've got 2 packages over here that came in the mail yesterday that I haven't even gotten open. Sis picked them up on her way to work, so they were in her trunk till she got home last night. And by the time she got home last night, I was gassed.
We'll see what the heck it is. There's more than one person with that first name.
I was going to tell you, see those poker chips that I washed? The shine came on. I just used soap and water and a soft, well-worn toothbrush. And the finish is coming right off. So they'll be super easy to clean. And if you just want them to shine because you're using them as is, you know, clear coat of acrylic, good to go. But yeah, I don't know why. It isn't like they soaked long or anything. I dropped a handful in the water and then I would start cleaning them, you know. They weren't like soaking for hours or anything like that. So I don't know. Could have just been hand grease. because even
Yeah,
the
it
ones
was
that,
that.
the vacuum seal bag, the melt strip baggies that they had, they were dirt inside the baggies. So somebody must have done that.
Yep.
But yeah, they all needed clean. They all had funk on them, so they all
I
got
won
washed.
these two from Virtual Shopkeeper DD. Pepper shaker.
Cute. Good fall decor. I love fall. Absolutely, I'm obsessed. I love fall. I love leaves. I love Halloween. I love that season and the holidays that go with. I just love fall.
Yeah, I'm a
I'm a
fall
fall
person.
baby, so. I'm a fall baby. In fact, this coming Monday is my birthday.
Oh, some ephemera. She goes in the packages.
Oh, cool. I'll be right back, dear. I gotta unload real.
Yep. Mm.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Well, Johnny's gonna be coming on.
Oh yeah, I want to hang out up there today. We're gonna wrap.
Practical Steam came on, or it's gonna be coming on. Irene went on half hour ago. So my room emptied so fast. Things like that.
Oh, that makes sense.
People are getting ready to go. Or a couple of sales came on. Melanie
Makes
came on.
sense.
Yep.
Makes sense.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna call this one then.
Yeah, I would. This is gonna come and get me back right here, and then I'm gonna be getting busy and bouncing back and forth watching the auction.
Yep. Alrighty. Well, thanks everyone who came in. Thanks everyone who hung out. Thank you, Willow, for hanging out up here with me. Thank you, Barbara, for hanging out up here with me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, have a great rest of your day.
Bye, everyone.